I have a small confession to make. Last time we looked at how to speed up your editing and still leave in all the bells and whistles. It was a strategy for getting it all done in an hour and a half. But it has a little flaw. It relies on a man or woman having a fair amount of knowledge of, how to shoot and how to use your editing program. So let me ask you a question now. What if you could edit a business-worthy video? In other words, one you don't have to apologize for, one that brings others back to your website, and get it done in 20 minutes instead of 90? And what if you could do this with no prior knowledge of editing? Wait, it gets better. What if you could do this for free or under $5? Well, what's the catch? Well, if you're on Windows, you'll have to be patient. In a future video, I'm going to show you how to do all of this with Windows Movie Maker, a free program that comes with Windows. Today, you're going to learn how to do all of this on an iPad with iMovie, which costs all of $5. So here's what you're going to be able to do once you've watched this video. You'll be able to create a business-worthy, brainy video approved production. That means you can use graphics and text and music and picture-in-picture, B-roll, opening and closing animation, and even jump cuts. The only thing you won't be able to do is color correction, so in a future video, I'll show you how to make sure your face looks perfectly human, even on days when you don't quite feel like it. Now, I will say that for the video to be business-worthy, all you need is a lower third, an opening animation, and a closing call to action. The rest can just be you sitting at your desk with good lighting, talking for 2 or 5 minutes or so, and if you have a great script and you deliver it with passion and humanity, you will make a connection with your audience. And just imagine if you could make a dozen or so of these throughout your year. An hour to shoot and edit and get them out there, and basically that's your marketing. I mean, from there on, it's just optimizing and growing into launches and automated funnels, but it all starts with this simple, clean, business-worthy video. So, are you ready to become a 21st century producer? All right. Let's go inside. And because it's going to be a little difficult for me to just show this to you on the iPad, let's look at it here. Here we go. The first thing you'll need to do is start a new project. Just click on the plus button. You'll select Movie. Then you'll see a number of styles all in a row. We'll choose Bright. Then click the Create button up here at the top. If you're shooting with the iPhone, you'll want a simpler way to import the footage than having to hook everything up to iTunes. I recommend this app. It's called Simple Transfer. You install it on your iPhone and your iPad, and then you can wirelessly transfer your video and still image from the iPhone to the iPad with one click. It saves a ton of time, and it's well worth the price, which is, by the way, free. Or just edit it in iMovie on the iPhone. It does everything the iPad version does. But if you like having the bigger screen, I don't blame you. My eyes aren't getting any better. Now, all we do is line up our clips by selecting them in the bin area, then clicking on the arrow to drop them onto the timeline. Now, even though we can do nearly all the things we do to make professional videos in high-end editing software and do them right inside iMovie, what we're going to do is the minimum things that we must do to make this video business-worthy. The first is to insert the lower third at the beginning of the video. Just click on the video, then click on the T, then choose the first one after none, select Middle, type in your text, play it to see how long you want it to go for. What you'll need to do is start a new project. Then stop. Select the clip right here, select Actions, select Split. Now, play it, and you'll see that the lower third plays only as long as you wanted, then fades gracefully out. The first thing you'll need to do is start a new project. Just click on the plus button. Next, we select our opening animation. Drop it in and apply a transition. This is done by selecting the area between clips, then choosing dissolve, then choosing either 1/2 or 1 second. Next, we'll drop our call to action onto the end. And we're going to do something very cool with this in just a minute. Now, the only other thing is to select your music. You can select theme music by going to Audio, then just, select Theme Music, click the arrow, and it will position itself under your clip. Now, you can't move theme music, so if you want to be able to move it around, and I always do, just select your own music. Now, I will say that theme music is handled pretty well in iMovie. The good part is that it plays nice and loud when you aren't speaking, but, ducks under when you are. The even better part is that you can fade it out when you want it to. Now, you do that by clicking on the music, then select Fade, then pull the little handle until you get to where you want the fade to start. But anyway, let's use our own music. We'll put this one at the front and this one at the back. And I'll line them up so the music ends with the video. Now let's look at this call to action. Now I used a transparent PNG file, which means there's a hole cut out for the video to peek out through. You can actually do that in iMovie as well. Just put the timeline marker where you want this video to go, or actually this PNG to go. Go to the bin, select the video, select the 3 dots area, select this picture in picture icon, hit the arrow, and the video sits on top of your main video. To position it where you want it to go, click here, then grab it and open it up and position it where it needs to go. And that's it. So what you can do is put a little piece of footage right here in this spot, at the end of the, for the call to action. And maybe it could be something funny or, outtakes or something like that. I mean, this whole thing is an outtake as far as I'm concerned. And so you just put that in there until the call to action ends. And that's it. So just a few words of caution. Try not to bring in tons and tons of video into your iPad. The fewer takes, the better. And if you have really big files, like gigabytes worth, it'll probably be best to just, hook everything up to iTunes and transfer it by wire. Much faster in the long run. So what's next? Well, I think shooting. Now that you know how to edit your videos and make them look awesome and do it really, really fast, why not give your itchy editor fingers some really great video to work with, right? And if you want to get more information like this, I invite you to pick up your free Quick Start Kit and discover how to be on camera, the kind of computer to use for editing, the cameras and lighting and audio that works best, and most of all, how to create videos that work for your market. It's all free, and it's all waiting for you right now. I'm Steve Washer with BrainyVideo.com. See you next time.